So this isn't a very easy subject matter to broach, because it's very disappointing, one, financially, because I've paid a lot of money to people who are supposed to be doing a proper job. And I knew, and I had a gut feeling that this welder that we used last year, he was a bit rushed, and he really didn't want to be here. He said he gave me a discount, so that's fine, but at the end of the day, even if you're going to do a discount and do your job, still do your best. And I knew at the back of my head, I knew that he didn't even prepare the base properly. He was the one who actually put me onto the product called Galmet, which actually converts and seals steel after you give it a scrub down, a brush up, and if you can attach something to it. Now, I never saw him actually do this, but I had a look at it and I thought to myself, he hasn't prepared the base properly for this. So that's what I'm doing today. There's three very disappointing issues that I've come across in the last week or so. One being this Windlass. The first issue is I bought this online. I think it cost me $500. They're around $2,500 new. The ad said fully refurbished, excellent working condition, and I took the guy's word for it. He'd given it a paint job, it was polished, it looked good, so we put that in the boat. So that was one issue. The second issue is what this thing is going to look like when we lift it up off the deck. And the third issue was it took me over a year to get some alloy welding done at Three Metals in Yatala. Well, they lost the plans for the whole thing, didn't tell me for months what was going on. Finally get everything back, they charged me full cop, and then when I get it back here and really have a bit of a look at it, it just didn't look right. And then Rob said to me, he says they haven't even welded it up properly. So that's very disappointing. Apart from me trying to be positive all the time and trying to look at the bright side of things, at the end of the day, if you're paying people good money, which is very, hard to manage, and be careful what you have to spend it on, and every cent counts. When you're paying people to do a job and they don't do their job, and they do actually make the matters worse, or they literally steal off you and cheat you, it's very disappointing. So I suppose it all can't be, roses and daisies and, sunflowers every day. And it's far from that. It's a hard enough journey just doing this by myself. And, it's fantastic I'm getting a hand with Rob. But everyone else has got their hand out, and I'm having to pay them, that's life. That's the way it is. But anyway, it's just... So, but it's really, really sort of... a bit of a knife in the old guts when
shaft is coming out through the motor.
Blokes reckon they're giving you a hand and they're doing you a favour and so on and so on. And this is what they do. Now you can see underneath what we're dealing with there already. There's been no paint preparation there whatsoever. Rod's down below. Rob's down below undoing the nuts on this thing. It was a nightmare to get out. I definitely can't be doing these sort of things by myself. Physically, I can't get into that space. Secondly, he's down there, and it's a two-man job to pull this thing apart. So I think shortly we'll see what's going on here anyway. But I think there's a video of I've dismantled it, and we pulled it all apart, and it was just full of sand and grease, and the whole thing was just that was actually the Windlass there. It's a Muir Windlass, and we went out and saw the guys at Muir. They were very nice. Said it'd help us out with one, but decided to go with the one from Vetus. It's got a lot more grunt. It's a bigger Windlass, but the guys at Muir were fantastic over there. The boat works. I've still got to see about seeing if I can get the gearbox fixed up, because when we pulled everything apart, the motor was actually working, thank goodness. Electric motor, but the gearbox is.
This would literally have to be one of the worst jobs I've ever done.
Getting stuck in there, the bugger position it was.
It's actually,
and so
we think it's too small.
It wasn't very nice this week. And then
Windlass
as we go on,
For the boat,
I'll sort of
the 30
take you through the rest of it,
or 30
and
foot,
we'll see how we
40
go
foot
there
boat.
anyway. But just,
We've been spending all day, or half the morning on this.
I'm trying to stay positive every day, look
those
at the
out.
bright side of things, but when you get stuff like this, it really is a kick in the guts. And I think these people should be ashamed of themselves. One, the welder. Two, the bloke who sold me the Windlass. And three, the aluminium company that did a crap job and made me drag me out for months.
He didn't put anything underneath it.
Yeah,
Look at the condition.
Yeah, anyway, it's just disgusting.
It's unbelievable.
But anyway,
For a bloke
look at
who does it for a
positives,
living,
you know.
that's shameful.
Well, I do every day, but this is
Bloody
just
shameful.
something that just got to me. I thought I'd
What
share
he
it
charged
anyway.
as well too, outrageous. Anyway, I'm glad we're doing it now, fixing it up. It's unbelievable. It's really disappointing. Yeah, we finally got it out. Well, that state, wonder how much longer that would have lasted. Probably about a couple of months, and then it would have rusted all the way through. Would have ripped the whole anchor chain out. Shoddy work, should be ashamed of yourself. You know, here you go.
Ended it so that we can see it.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can see it properly.
Yeah, yeah.
And then we'll just bulk that with cardboard.
Yep, yep.
So
So
you
that's
can
what we've
paint
done.
inside
Very
there.
nice. Little touch there, here and there. So he's given it another spray over. That's the second coat. And then he'll just final touches of bog and sanding,
Yeah.
is it?
Yeah. Nah, just the bulb inside a little
yeah,
bit.
yeah.
And then paint inside thing.
Then we'll paint the whole lot. He's back again tomorrow, so good. So early next week we should be done the top.
Yeah.
And then we can put the windows in.
Yeah.
Awesome. And then we'll put the hatches in. Awesome. Thanks. Good on you. Thanks a lot. Excellent. Yeah, well, I've got to polish this up anyway too. So, and I think I might, these edges need to come back a bit too far because I want to have more edge on it. And you can see that these weren't even sealed properly, and that's how bad that is. That's all going to get cut back again, so it's going to have to be redone, realigned anyway. So when we get a new windlass, I'll get a capstan on top of the new windlass as well too, with the line, rope line.
Oh, so you're just gonna...
No, well, we'll have to see anyway. So we'll find out from from Vetus and find out what we can get there. Like different stud holes or whatever like that anyway, and that's all got to be.
Here are the two pictures of what's we're going to get. That's the top of the capstan, and that's what it looks like underneath. Not bad, eh? Pretty impressive.
I think sanded back, it all looks rubbishy anyway, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So we'll clean that up and patch it up. So we'll just sand that all back anyway. So that looks good, mate. Looks very nice, and this will look nice when it's all glossed.
Yeah, it's not done yet.
So just a couple of little nicks and scratches, but once that's done,
Quite on.
then a gloss, and then and then yeah, I don't know what I'll do with the upper deck. I think we might just paint some white non-slip on there.
What I can suggest you...
Because here we're going to get that stick down
Yep.
faux teak.
Yep.
Yep.
That's gonna be slippery.
This is very slippery through here.
So you got two hatch here.
Yep.
We might just do a non-skid.
Yeah, non-skid.
Yeah.
Through the top upper deck here.
Put some ribbon on the two hatches.
Yeah, yeah.
And then non-skid the rest.
Yeah, yeah. I'll just like white. I think I'd like white, just so it all blends in.
Yeah.
And then we're going to get some good ventilation things on there.
Yeah.
I think they can just go on the top of those. Just use them as mounts. And some power ones or whatever. We'll see there anyway.
Yeah.
We'll talk to Vetus as well too about that. Okay, cool. Okay, we're in here prepping the windows. I'm cleaning this rust out here. I'm gonna knock these off. And Joe's been giving a little bit of a sand. And we're gonna paint these and then gonna get them ready to put the windows in. So that's what's on the agenda Saturday. Okay, we've prepped inside the boat. So now we're gonna spray another. This is the final primer coat, is it?
High build primer.
Sorry?
High build primer.
High build primer. Oh, you got paint on my beautiful bit of timber here, mate. Oh, it's a gorgeous bit of timber I was saving for the boat. No, I'm just taking a big one. That worked. That worked well. No, it'll just be a template. Even if we put it back in the boat, just paint over it and it'll be all right. So what we've done, these all been taped. Oh, those haven't, the big ones haven't been taped. But those have been taped. This is Joe's upstairs painting. There's a lot of rust in here. Sounds very thin. I think we're gonna have to cut this out. It just sounds too thin. It goes really thin down here. I think here too. It's not looking too strong. That's a single. It does such a good job. Hey? Yeah, right. Whew. Okay, Rod's been down here for a couple of days. He's done a beautiful job here. So this is the whole big thick plate welded back in. And I'm going to vacuum all these areas here and then start rust proofing treatment with Galmet. So that's my job. Rob's back over there hitting that more, and I was back on the other side on the weekend, and I think we've got to cut a section out there, so that's what we're going to do there. So onwards and upwards. Okay mate, you can go here. Okay, this is what Rob and I did yesterday. Rob's been bashing away there, doing a legend of a job. we've done these areas, and then we completely galmetted these last night before we closed the boat up. Old mate's upstairs doing the last bit of the painting. He's going to paint this salon deck and the chart cabin. He's going to do that today. He's done some more fairing up inside, faired off this fiberglassing that I'd been spending months on. So he's in here. Oh, he's still got, it's because he's going to do the deck later on, so he's going to fair that, but he's done this nice edging around here and faired that corner, so that's nice. So he's going to paint this with undercoat today, and hopefully tomorrow we'll get the top coat on that, and then we'll put the windows in. Okay, so I'm going back down here and get out of Rob's way, and so now I'm going to cling wrap all these windows, so when they paint, they're not blowing all paint inside. So, and there's the phone. Okay. Spent all morning pulling this apart, and somebody sold me this, and it's a dud. I hope you're watching this and say, oh, I'm an a-hole for selling timber. Broken thingamabob. It's not popping. Trying to break that seal.
Not too much paint.
No, I'll just keep on scraping it out and hitting it more with more stuff. I've got a vise in there if you want. Anyway, solder on. Rob cracked it. That looks better. Jiggy jiggy.
Been corroded in there.
Yep, there we go. That doesn't look very good, does it? So this guy fully serviced it, did he? What a liar. Liar, liar, pants on fire. Look at that, wasn't even ever pulled apart. It's never been pulled apart. All the salt corrosion.
I think your brushes are gone too.
Brushes are gone.
It's a bit noisy.
Oh yeah.
Whack her over, eh?
A moment of truth.
Your hand?
Ooh.
So the motor's fine.
The motor's fine. The gearbox. Thank you, Rob. Well, there you go. Thanks, sir.
You're right, mate.
Good look at that, people. Dishonest. There's some dishonest people out there. Anyway, I think that's better news than be more if the motor was gone, wouldn't it? But there again, the brushes, sometimes it's a case of the brushes, isn't it? Where's my little wire brush? Oh yeah, you said you should be able to put a screwdriver in there and turn it. Alright. Like if you angle it. something movement there. Anyway, it needs to be pulled apart.
No, there's nothing on it.
But didn't it? Yeah, it's not doing anything.
Yeah, they should turn semi-freely because there's nothing on it now.
Yeah, well, where's the it's down the back there. Can you reach that, Rob? Oh, hang on, maybe I'll move this. I like garbage bins, they are good height for me, so I don't have to bend like this. Okie dokie. Oh, that's quite bad, isn't it? It's all going to get pulled apart.
Got any diesel?
Yeah.
Get a bucket,
Yeah.
put some diesel in it,
Yep.
and submerge that in it overnight.
Okay.
As is.
Okay. I can do that.
Then we'll give it a clean up tomorrow.
Yep.
And yeah, we'll take this cover plate off.
Yep.
And see what's going on in there. There should be a worm drive to drive that shaft in there.
Yep.
Which will in turn rotate that. And there's full of seals.
Alright. Good-o. It's full of sand and grease.
Yeah, it just needs a good soak in some diesel or Caro. Alright, I shall leave you.
Okay, mate. Thank you.
Yeah, cool guys. Thanks for hanging out and watching it all with me. And I usually try to be more upbeat and positive about stuff, but I think it's fair enough to show you what sort of ratbags there are out there, so what sort of pirates. Anyway, hopefully we'll be back to smooth sea sailing, and there'll be some exciting new adventures coming up shortly. Thanks for hanging in there. Support me if you can. Cheers. Thanks very much.